So why do I like living in La Mata? Torre La Mata, some people call it. We generally call it La Mata when we live here. Torre means tower, and it does have a tower, but it's not a real tower. It's been rebuilt. I don't even think the materials are original. But La Mata itself has got a very strong village feel about it. There is things that you would struggle to do these days. We go into the greengrocer and we turn around and say, "Oh, you haven't got any strawberries, or there's certain herbs that they haven't got." By tomorrow, they'll have it for us. In the same way, we've got the shop owners' phone numbers. When April was here and I was working in the UK, there's a Chinese shop of all sorts up by opposite the Chinese restaurant. I'm going to say that I don't see it in a bad way. It's called the Grand Chino, which is like the big Chinese, and opposite is the Big House, is the Chinese restaurant. They were on opposite sides of the road. But the point was, the owner of the shop sent somebody down with the stuff April wanted to the house, because they did it over text, because April couldn't leave with the two kids and take them to the shop. They always want toys when they're in there. So there's a very strong village feel. The same as our neighbours are all pretty good. I mean, our neighbour upstairs did flood our apartment, but the other day I had a flat battery on the car because of the bank holiday Monday. Something had drained the battery. I think I've fixed it now, fingers crossed, because we're going to have a job in the morning if I haven't. But he just gave me his keys and says, "I'll take the kids to school." That is this community. Igor was the same. When the camshaft dropped out the bottom of the van, he turned around and came from work and called up the guy from the insurance and stuff for me, and organised getting the van taken to a mechanic. That is what you have here. It's why we like here. There is also the fact the beach is nearby, the nature park's nearby, but ultimately it's the village feel of the whole place. It's why we like living in the older part, because I think the newer part encourages more tourists because it's new. As such, a lot of the properties are just on the churn with tourists, and not as many people are there long term. I mean, if you look at our block, I would say it's about 60-70% people here full time. If they do go away, it's normally things like when there's fiesta here, the guys upstairs will go to their place where their family's home in Valencia, because they've got a young child, and people love setting fireworks off at early hours of the morning. As such, they don't like the baby getting scared, so they'll go there during the fiesta and stuff. People are quite helpful, and there's an important thing here: none of these people are English. Upstairs, the guy's Spanish, his wife's from Uruguay. Igor and Natalia are from Ukraine. The guy that runs the local shop for your mobile phone, top-ups and stuff, is actually from the Middle East somewhere. And in the same way, I try to do bits for other people, which is why I'm quite happy to promote the businesses here, because they're all small businesses, which is something I'm into. I like small companies. But there's a new Indian restaurant that's opened, and I went and got the guy onto Google Maps, got him onto TripAdvisor, got him registered on my own website. Tried to get him to do some promo videos, but I'm still trying to get him to get his head around how much that's worth as online material into things like YouTube. But the whole point here is it's a very community type place, and it's why we like it. And the school's the same. School's very, very friendly. The parents and kids get on along with the teachers, because you find the kids get on well, but also there's a stronger community spirit. It's a bit strange. I find too many Brits try to isolate themselves. They want to live in the little Brit towns and stuff, but then complain that other people seem to distance themselves, but they've created that distance in the first place. if I wanted to do that, I'd be living in the UK. You know, if I just wanted to be in the UK, I'd be in the UK. But the reality is, I want to be in Spain. I want to immerse myself in the life of the Spaniards. I want to enjoy what Spain has to offer, and the best stuff the Spaniards know, that have been here a long time, because a lot of things you pass every day that you wouldn't know is there unless somebody told you. I mean, it's like fishing. Somebody going out with a what do you call it, a harpoon gun, and coming back with fish. I mean, it must be at least 30-40 euros worth of fish she'd caught. She'd been out there like probably about an hour. There's plenty of good fish. People go fishing on the coast here. It's just a nice place to live. Also, you feel safe here. The police do go around regular. Every day you'll see the police go around at different times of the day. They just drive through. But it's a pretty safe place. I'll be honest with you, the worst day is probably market day, because I've seen the Romanian people that do all the thieving. They come in from outside. They're not here the rest of the time. They come for the market. They're the ones with the old with the 3 coconut things, trying to rip people off, stealing about 50 euros a time. But also, I watched them checking every car door as they went along the street. They do the pickpocketing, and recently somebody had left a mobile phone in a leather bag on my car windscreen. The fact is, they will steal your money. They don't want the rest of the stuff. They don't want your bank cards. They don't want anything that's traceable, you see, because they are known to the police. So if they get stopped, the only thing they want on them is money. If they've got bank cards, they've got your mobile phone or something else that identifies it to you, then they can be arrested. If it's just a wedge of money, very hard to prove it's anybody's but theirs. This is why somebody put the mobile phone. But it wasn't these Romanian people. It was a passerby. That's what people do. They put it on the side. If you go to the beach, you'll find people will put near the rock, as you're coming up to the boardwalk, they'll put people's keys, they'll put their sunglasses, they'll put flip-flops, anything they find along the beach that is somebody else's, as they leave, will put it on that rock. It's just the way people are. It's a little bit strange, because I know in many places people wouldn't put that much effort in to help other people. But they generally do here. Everybody will put themselves out. The mobile phone, I tried calling the other numbers, eventually handing it in, because I was hoping to try and find who the owner was so I can just return it to them. But every number on there is not for Spain. It's the Netherlands, I think it was. But anyway, the fact remains that people are pretty good. They look after each other. And that's what I miss out a lot of things in the UK. That sort of community spirit. Because I think it gets watered down, the bigger towns get, but La Mata still keeps its little village type feel because of the amount of tourist locations. So although it's quite a large village town type place, the reality is the population that's here all year round is quite small. As such, it develops as a community. There's other stuff for older groups. I'm going to have to spend a bit of time on that if you want me to. I will quite happily go and make a fool of myself, get involved with the guys that deal with the older generations. You're not much older than me, I'll be honest. I'm getting old. my wheels fell off. But the point is that I'll go and find out for you, because there's dance classes, there's community projects on. This is like a social club thing. I need to go and be nosy in there, because I like getting involved myself. I'm looking to get involved with the Red Cross. But the point being is, it's a beautiful place. People are nice, people are friendly, and the worst thing here is it's quiet. If you can't stand quiet, you're going to struggle here. But my personal preference on that would be live quietly, but if you want noise, it's within driving distance. Thanks for listening.